Hi guys, welcome back. This is Kirsten with Planted in Pots. Today I have my Chinese Evergreen here, and this was one of my first plants, and being that I got it when I was a newbie, I did not false pot it. So what that means is I put it directly into this decorative pot that does not have drainage. So I have to be very careful to not overwater it. Luckily, this plant is very easy to care for and very forgiving. However, it doesn't get the proper water to all of the plant because I am constantly trying to just give it a little bit at a time so I know that I don't get all of the roots. It is a lot more difficult than if you falsely pot it, which is taking the plant, putting it in a pot with drainage, and then putting that pot with drainage inside of the decorative pot. So it still looks really nice from the outside, but you can still water the plant through and get to all of the plant without risking root rot, which can kill your plant and is bad. We don't want root rot. So we're going to take it out of this guy, and then if I can find the pot that I'm going to put it in, it has nice drainage. It's white, so it'll blend in very nicely, and then we're just going to hope that it fits inside this pot and stick the plant back in here. So let's see how it goes. First things first, I'm going to try to stick my hand around the sides and loosen up that dirt in the roots. This guy doesn't actually seem too root bound, which is surprising because he's grown a crap ton since I got him and put him in here. This pot was honestly probably too big for him to begin with. Plus, since I got him when I was a newbie, I think what he is in right now is a mixture of sand because I dealt with fungus gnats and some cheap potting soil. Oh, he's actually not root bound at all. So this smaller pot will actually probably be better for him anyways. But knock some of that dirt off. The roots actually look healthy. I don't see any signs of rot. Pat myself on the back when my hands are not covered in dirt. Cracking myself up over here, it's fine. I've noticed since switching my soil, I've been using some black gold soil. For plants like this, I'll just use the all-purpose soil mixed with a lot of perlite to give them extra aeration. He doesn't really need anything special. At least I don't think. He's been doing fine in whatever I have him in. I don't even know what it is. So those are the roots. He looks really healthy. Not very big roots on that guy though for how much he's grown. Unless I just broke all the roots off, which is a distinct possibility. Got some nice root porn. The only kind of porn that's rated PG. Probably not my language though. Let's call it PG-13. Okay, I'm going to just set this aside right now. Actually, I think this pot is going to be perfect. So the lip of it is going to be a little tricky, but it'll probably just sit right up at the top, I think, once I get that soil out of there. Very nice. Soil. You can see all that perlite, that's that white stuff that's in there. That helps with drainage and aeration for the roots. Kind of feels like styrofoam-y, like you can break it up. Probably should stop doing that. There are some miscellaneous materials in here because I used the same container that the remains of my aroid soil was in, but I need to go soil shopping, so the container was almost empty, so that's why there's like chunks of orchid bark in there, but it'll be fine. If you're interested in seeing the aroid soil mix, I have a post up at plantedinpots.com. This is a perfect fit. You need a little bit more at the bottom there. You don't want to bury parts that weren't buried before. So we only want the soil to go up to about there. Let me see. So that's where the soil was before. And he was happy and growing like a weed there, so don't want to mix that up. There's probably a scientific reason too, but whatever. The Chinese Evergreen are, from what I've found, a really hardy plant. They're very easy to care for. I keep mine in like medium light, filtered light, so he doesn't get direct sun at all. But in my old place, I actually had him further away from a window and he was fine there too. So I think they thrive in a medium to high, but indirect light, no direct sun. And as far as watering, they just like consistent watering, and this false potting will really help with making sure that we can get that and just evenly water the plants. As far as fertilizer, I use worm castings. I really like that. I'm really afraid to burn the roots of some of my plants, especially my more fragile plants like my string of pearls, my Hoyas, because it's all natural. So I'll just do a scoop of worm casting periodically. I would like to say that I'm on a routine, but I'm not. So maybe every other week during growing season, way more sparingly during the winter. As far as any other fertilizer, I'll do the fish food. It smells like crap, it's awful, but my plants seem really happy with it, so I just follow the instructions right on there. I think it's a tablespoon per gallon for indoor plants. So now that it is all potted up, I'll just straighten him out and he will be living nicely. You can barely tell that that false pot is there. The white blends in really well, and he is planted in pots.